Hey guys, how are you? It's Rosie from Phoenix Rising by Dior. I'm here to give you a reading today. We have Archangels Gabriel, Ariel, Jeremiel, and Sariel present for today's reading. Guys, when I tuned into Spirit prior to, there's something about the final blessings. Like things are going to start changing for you guys. The final blessings are coming through, and somebody or spirit or something or someone is coming in to help you. So let's see what happens. Sorry that the camera is shaking a little bit, guys. Father in heaven, archangels and angels, please show me clearly what's going on for the collective for today. Culmination of visions. Maybe you are seeing things. Maybe you're getting visions. Maybe you're starting to piece together the things you've seen throughout your life. It's possible. I think you've been illuminated to something from the past. I feel like you're remembering about something from the past. Something is coming to the surface here. Maybe you understand now the truth of something that's happened in the past, guys. Hold on a second. You didn't show support to somebody in the past? You weren't supportive of someone in the past for something? Because you weren't at a high vibration before? They're saying? Okay, explain what's going on. And because of this, you couldn't expand the way you wanted to in life? All right. Well, it said they're trying to help you. Things are changing. Your theme is changing. Your settings are changing. Your grounds are changing. Your ground rules are changing, possibly. But you're seeing something clearly. Hold on a second. I feel like you are really coming, something must have happened. You're seeing something clearly, okay? I feel that you're seeing that maybe you weren't the best you could be in the past. You weren't, maybe you weren't as good to others that you should have been. Maybe you weren't being as nice to others than you should have been. I feel like something is, you might have had a few dreams on this, or you had some flashbacks on this. I feel that you're realizing that really things are not turning out the way you want life to be now because of what you did in the past. So past karma, possibly. This is why maybe you're not as happy as you had anticipated you were going to be at this point in your life. Hold on a second. As much as you wanted love in your life, it's like you weren't grateful. Oh, I see. Maybe there was a love in your past that you weren't very grateful for. You didn't appreciate. So things kind of fell apart. I just love this card, if you guys can see it. It's like a wintry snow land here. Yeah, it's like, because you weren't at your highest vibration, you weren't very grateful. You weren't giving gratitude to the universe for someone or something who loved you very well. You are seeing something clearly now. Something has come to light. Maybe you took a flight and you saw something clearly. It's probably not for everybody. What's the next deck? Okay. Let's see. Maybe you didn't realize that someone was your true partner in the past. That someone kept you in balance. Maybe that someone brought you balance. Maybe you didn't see it in the past. You didn't know it. You weren't using your intuition. Maybe you thought you were, but you weren't. Maybe you were too much in your masculine energy. You were stuck at a crossroad. You needed to make a decision. Okay. And what happened here, Spirit? And the shit hit the fan, like really bad. Like you're having some massive, maybe when you made a decision, the shit hit the fan. You had a massive tower moment here. You needed to make a decision. Maybe you were hemming and hawing over someone or something, and you took your time. Because this card isn't really about, it's the indecision card. This is you made the decision. This is you were thinking about the decision. You were thinking about this. So you took your time on this. But I feel like the shit has hit the fan now, guys. Somebody's healed or something's healed or a wound is just too deep. It can't be healed, possibly. Someone is taking a time out. Again, almost all the cards fell on the table. This card was in the reverse in the deck and now it's out again. I feel like you're realizing this is financial constraint, but I don't always take this as financial constraint, guys, and heartbreak, unless that for you it is financial constraint and heartbreak. But I feel like this is a lot of self-reflection in these cards. I feel like you self-reflected. And I feel like you are seeing maybe you weren't at your highest quality, your highest good, your highest place before. And this is why you're lacking. And this is why you've had some heartache and pain, guys. But like I said in the beginning of this reading, Spirit is saying someone is coming in to help you. If it's Spirit, they said Spirit. For some of you guys, it may be a 3D person. Could be Archangel Ariel. And that's your sacral chakra. So something is happening. Oh, I'm sorry. It's just the way these cards just fell out. It's just not very pretty picture here, guys. Maybe you just never gave enough love to someone or something. You weren't thinking with love or true love. I feel like I wanted to say selfish love. Maybe you were thinking more of on the selfish side of things, and now you're thinking about your happiness. Maybe you didn't give your heart to a certain situation. Now you're thinking about your happiness because this is really what you wanted. And maybe before, maybe you were about money, and maybe now you're realizing it's not about the money, it's about this. I don't care how much money you have. It can make you happy on buying and having all the things that you want. But to have really good quality people in your life, to have a true happy family, that's just one thing that money can't buy. Okay. What's next, please? Show me clearly. Okay. I feel that some of you guys are feeling like you're reaping your karma now. I feel that you really are stuck in anxiety. I feel like you feel that you can't break this, the evil web of anxiety, basically. Maybe you broke a good agreement in the past. You didn't do right by something. And now you're just stuck in this anxiety. You're embracing the anxiety, possibly. Maybe you're just realizing, maybe this is just my new norm. But I don't think that's really it. I feel like you need to go within. I feel like you need to meditate. You need to be at peace because somebody is coming to help you. And this person is so tiny. I'm assuming this is you. And this is Spirit and the divine. They're like, we got your back. We know you don't see us. You know, we're invisible to you. We don't even see you. You don't see us. You see how quickly you just don't see that person? Gone. we got your back. It's kind of what I'm feeling here. That you have to go within. Now my ear is like high pitch, shrill going on in my ear. Okay. I feel that you may judge a lot of people, whoever you are, and whoever's resonating with this. Maybe you also talk badly about other people, which is why maybe other people talk badly, because this is what I've been picking up on a lot, about friends talking shit on you. Maybe you're reluctant to see this. Maybe you have friends who do talk badly about you, but you also talked badly about them. You know, about evolving here is not just about like pointing out all the best qualities in you. It's also about seeing your poor qualities and realizing that wasn't very nice of me, or that wasn't very good of me, or that wasn't, I thought I was evolved, but I wasn't. Because if I was, I wouldn't have done this. I wouldn't have said that. I wouldn't have went there. You know what I mean? What about this? You may be angry and reluctant when you hear this message from me today. You may say, no, it's not me. I kind of feel like that's what they're saying. It's not me. I feel like you might be thinking that. That's not me. That's not the case. But I feel like that's, if you're the one who's saying it, you're saying, really? Maybe you should really think about this a little bit more. Maybe you're afraid to see this truth. Maybe you're just not ready. Maybe you feel like maybe you just feel like I'm not ready to see this truth, that I was also talking shit on people and I was also doing dirty to other people. That's the only way you grow, guys, is by recognizing it. None of us evolve by saying, I am just the best. I am super. Thanks for asking. It doesn't work like that. It'd be great if that was the case. It's about saying, oh yeah, I was kind of doing something shitty back then, or I was definitely not at my best. That was not my best. I thought I was. Maybe I looked my best, but I definitely wasn't acting my best. Whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? Okay, what else? Okay. Okay, so Spirit wants me to say, the moral of the story here is, if you are going to sit there and dig your heels in the sand and say, nope, it's not me. I was perfect. I did everything right. I treated everyone perfectly. I did everything the way I was supposed to do it, and blah, 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 blah. Then they're saying, now, if that is the case, you're resistant to truly loving yourself. Because if you loved yourself, you would be able to recognize that you're not perfect. And you can accept the fact that you're not perfect if you're truly leveling up. But this resistance, see, you're not, as I said, I didn't even see this. Purity in the reverse at the bottom of the deck here. You're resistant to seeing that you're not perfect. You're not perfect. You're stained. You're dirty, just like everybody else on the freaking planet, right? Even the archangels are dirty. Like, I'm sure even God is dirty. Like, we all have our moments that we were just not at our highest best. And then, like, sometimes we're staying there so long. And the problem here, I think, is what Spirit is really trying to say. It's really, for those of you who really have a hard time seeing your faults, Like, my kids said to me the other day, they always say this to me, and I don't see it. I don't see it at all. But they're like, oh, well, you could be a bitch. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, I don't really think I'm a bitch. I think I have moments of being a bitch because I'm frustrated in a situation, and then you guys don't listen to me, and then I lash out. And that's when I become the bitch. But I don't believe that's who I am to the core. Like, but kids only see parents as X, Y, and Z. But I'm able to at least dissect it, and I'm able to hear it. And I sit in there and I think and I look and I go, am I really being a bitch though? So then when I asked them the question, I say, well, and this is just one example. There's many, right? Or funny, it's fun. Or they talk about being in competition with their father. And I said, I'm not in competition with your father. Oh, you don't know. You don't hear what you're saying. And then I say to them, I go, well, I'm not in competition with your father. I said, I just miss you guys sometimes, And then they were like, oh, like sometimes the communication is off, right? But back to what I was going to say, when it comes to my kids, because I can ask them this question, I say, well, what do I do that makes you feel like I'm being a bitch? And then I want to know, and then they don't even know how to really answer. Because I'm not going to get mad at them for what they say. I just want to know what they feel. So, and then usually by the end of the day or by the end of the discussion, they understand me better. I understand them better. They see me being upset with them because they didn't clean the room as being a bitch. But I'm just upset because I can't stand the mess. And our house is this big and I need it to be clean because it drives me insane. Or whatever the case may be. But for whoever I'm speaking to, sorry about the rant, you're really having a hard time seeing your fault, your impurities. But I feel like you've had a hard time, but something's been illuminated to you. You're seeing something clearly now, like literally multiple scenarios, they're saying, something. But if you're still being very resistant, then you're not on the healing path. You're not achieving this level yet. So maybe, it's time to dissect certain things in your life. I'm number one at taking fault for things. I always do. Maybe sometimes too much. You're trying to protect yourself. For some of you guys, you may have had your boundaries up too high. The walls may have been too high, too hard, too thick. Impenetrable boundaries. Too hard to let anything or anyone through your heart and through everything. Because the heart is the first thing. Yeah, see, not understanding this, not seeing the way here. Okay, what else? Okay, what about this? This is the work, guys. Unfortunately, when we talk about doing the work, it's this, what I'm telling you. It's about really dissecting who you were in the past. That's doing the work. See, why haven't you been abundant? Why have things been so non-growthful for you? You're not getting what you want. Things are not evolving. Maybe you're staying stuck. For those of you who feel like you're stuck and things are just not changing at all, then this is probably for you, guys. It's like you just keep trying, and like I said the other day, your high self and spirit probably are locked away by these entities. There might be a multitude of things that's causing this. And if you do have, for those of you who don't know who I'm talking about, or what I'm talking about, the last reading I just posted, and if you do have entities attached and controlling you, you're not going to see things clearly. Hold on a second. The truth, seeing something true. Hold on a second. Not seeing the deceptions in your past, not seeing the deceptions in the way you used to be. I don't know why they're saying this. It's almost like they're saying you're out of options now. If you're that person, you're just like, I do everything, blah, 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 blah. I'm always doing the right thing. I'm on the right path, blah, blah, and things aren't changing, and you're getting... This could be part of the reason too. For some of you guys, you have entities attached to you. They're literally your high self and spirit is trapped. And this is the case. Maybe you've literally had a vision of your high self and spirit trapped. I like you. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Spirit is actually talking to me. That's why I was like, are you talking to the collective or are you talking to me? And they're talking to me. I think they like that I'm just telling you the truth here. I'm not one of those readers that are going to sugarcoat this. This is called the evolution, guys. The evolution. Being your best you, being your best self. That's the only reason why I'm really here. I'm here to help people. I'm here to heal people and remove entities and do that kind of work. But the problem is like, it's so hard sometimes for some people to see the truth. And then they're saying too, like some of you guys are addicted to not having the best outcome too. I know that sounds ridiculous, right? Which means what they're trying to say is you're so programmed, your brain is so programmed to have a negative outlook on something that all you're creating is the negative outlook. Plus, then if you have entities attached to you and all this other stuff, like it's going to be really, really, really hard to break free from all this and then this mental addiction of constantly recreating your past. And I feel that, like I said, a lot of people that have come to you and they have showed interest in you and you're just like, no. I just heard negative Nancy. No. Like, I don't like you enough to be part. And then you're always alone. You're constantly chasing love, but then like you're always alone because you're self-sabotaging. There's so many levels here, guys. My brain is kind of going like this. It's just, I can't even rehash everything. In the last few readings, it's been coming up. These blocks. But they said there's help. Is it their high self? Is it their spirit? Is it the divine that wants to come and help? Or is it something else? Please. Something else. Okay. Is it the message or is it going to be something else? This message. Okay. Tell me. Let's give them a closing message here, guys. What is the closing message for today's reading, please? That's going to help them. I guess I'm speaking some clarity for you guys here. Hopefully it's ringing a bell. Guys, please like, share, and subscribe. And for those of you who do want a reading or want to reach out or want to see a list of all the things I do, it's located in my About section on my channel. All right, what's the closing message here, please? Okay. So in the lightest way possibly, I'm going to put this. It's like you can't be helped unless you see the errors of your way, of why you didn't ascend, why things didn't grow for you. Maybe you think you're innocent in this situation, but you're not. There's, like I said, if this is you, if this is your life, what I've been explaining, and you're going to sit here and tell me that you've done nothing wrong, there's no errors in your way, and you're perfect, Spirit is saying you're wrong. There is, you just don't want to see it. And until you recognize what it is, you will remain stuck. Because it's part of the path. It's part of, you're not going to get the gem if you're refusing to see what the lesson or whatever it is that you need to see or the thing that you need to learn. All right, guys. Love and light.